So I will go to, so what was our last class concept? For loop over, na? For loop over. So I will go to 11 a.m. under flow controls. I'll open the index once. So this part was completed, for loop completed. Now I'm entering into transfer flow statements. We discussed up to level 2 examples. Now I'm introducing level 3 examples in the class. Have you done any homework given last class? No. Okay. So let us move to the transfer flow statements. So what is the use of these transfer flow statements? Very simple and more useful operations here. So the purpose of transfer flow statements, the purpose of transfer flow statements is that to change the control of to change the control of PVM from one part of the program to another part of the program. So is the basic purpose of transfer flow statements. Important. So how many transfer flow statements? I will elaborate this part, students. Nothing to worry about it. Transfer flow statements. Purpose I said. In Python programming, we have 4 types of transfer flow statements. They are number 1, break. Number 2, continue. Number 3, pass. Number 4, return. చదవండి అందరు చదవండి. Break, continue, pass, return. What these are? Transfer flow statements. What the for loop and while loop are called? Looping statements. Simple if else, if else, match case are called what? Conditional statements. Are you following? Why you are sitting? Move this side. The 3 people move this side. Are you old man or what? Move this side. Who is that backs? Remove that. RTC bus ಇದೆ. So coming to the point back, here I am going to take up this kind of discussion. This part I am going to discuss. First we will go for what statement here? Break statement we will go. First we will go for the break statement. So what is the use of break statement? I am going to explain. So through an example, we will talk about it. So nobody will ask when you go to an interview, tell me about break. What is the use of that and all those things? Nobody will ask. They will directly ask you about coding. Task they will ask. That task contains break. You apply. Otherwise, you have to use other kind of things. So I will tell you the hacker rank and lead code models of break statement. Look at that. Go to your place. Here I am going to use PyCharm. You are using it. So this part we are using it here. So these are all. Have you executed all the programs? Right, everybody. Who did not execute the programs which I said, you raise your hands. నాకు అబద్ధం చెప్పకూడదు. Because how I will speak to you very openly, frankly, I say, who did not execute these programs? అబద్ధం చెప్పకూడదు. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. గర్ల్స్ అవదని చెప్పకూడదు. మీరు అసలు మీరే చాలా నిజాయితీ గల వాళ్ళు మీరు. వెరీ సిన్సియర్ గర్ల్స్. హూ డిడ్ నాట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్? రైజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. అందులో స్పెషల్లీ కేవీఆర్ సార్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ టెల్ రాంగ్. ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫర్ యూ. రైజ్ ద హ్యాండ్స్. నేనే చెప్తాను. బికాస్ బై సీయింగ్ యువర్ ఫేస్ ఐ కెన్ సే. రైజ్ ద హ్యాండ్స్. నో ప్రాబ్లం. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. నాకు తెలుసు మీరే నాకు గుర్తొచ్చారు. ఏం చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నారు మరి? వితౌట్ ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ వాట్ యూ విల్ డూ? Will you do? Will you do? Then you need to do job or not? Hmm? Need to do job na ma? Don't want to do job. Need to do job na. So to do the job you need to practice now. Then without practicing how can you become? That is very important session. Hmm? Boys, what you will do without practicing? You will keep boxes, dropping kids in the school, floor cleaning. You will do all those things or what? Hmm? Will you do? Hmm? No. So try to think by yourself. Now come to this place. I will move to this place now. I'll go to break break statement, break statement example 1.py, break statement example 1.py. So there I'm going to write it. This statement, what I'm going to do, you look at that. So I'll give you a lot of example. Break statement 1, example 2, example 3, example 4, 5, 6. So many examples I will explain. Around 5 to 6 examples, 7 examples I'll explain. Try to follow. So I'll go to S is equal to Python. S is equal to Python. Online students, have you executed all the previous class programs? Please respond who are all executed. Say S, S, S. Respond quickly. So, anybody who did not execute, it is not in your control. Your future is not in your control. What you do, that only will accompany you. Whatever you do, that will follow behind of you. That is open fact. Correct? So, if you do good, what will come? Good will come. If you do bad, bad only will come. So decide what you are doing. Anyhow, who are all done the coding, practiced, I'm appreciating. Who did not practice, I want to give Kit Kat chocolate. Kit Kat. You want to take? Hmm? You want to take? Hmm? You want to take Kit Kat chocolate? So actually, generally, who do homework, they will give Kit Kat chocolate. My policy is different. Whoever don't do, I will give Kit Kat chocolate. Why? To change their mind, to change their mindset. Or I will give some flower for you. Flower. I have some flowers on my table. Sentiment. Peace of mind will come. So something like. So I'll give flower for you. Okay now? Come here once. So tomorrow do the homework, okay? Right. No, keep it. Keep it. So but all of them I cannot do. It's not enough this one. So one student means it is for all. Blessing. I'm blessing him. Do the homework. Those are already done, no need to bless. That is called blessed only. Doing the homework is called blessed. Not doing homework is blessing. But he is not feeling happy. He is feeling, sorry, is blessing, but I'm not doing. That is what I want to create in your mind. Definitely will do tomorrow. I know. After going to home, definitely will do. Correct? Because are blessed already. That you have to keep it up. Now, let's come. So, now for how to print this data, each and every letter, how do you print? For CH in where S, print of what I am doing, \t format of ch. So this will complete. This will complete by using for loop. I am writing by using for loop. You are doing that. Okay. So by using this, I will write else spot. So there I am writing print of I am from else spot of, be careful ma, else spot of what? For loop. Else spot of for loop. Right. So here I will write on the top of it by using which loop? For loop. For loop. You try to execute, students, each and every letter will be printed or not? Yes. So today, online students, be careful ma. Today my requirement is very simple. To display PYTH only. PYTH only. PYTH only. So many examples I will tell you. PYTH only. This actually you can define by using what? How do you define? By using slicing you can do. S of what? 0:4. 0:4. So I'll get my data. I get my data or not? I can also get this data by using what? Indexing also. S of 0 plus S of 1 plus S of 2 plus S of what? 3. I can do by using like this also. Right, or run this now. I can get by using like this also. I got my data. By using indexing and slicing, I can do. So PYTH, display PYTH without using indexing and slicing, without using in slicing operations. How to do it? That is my topic. Are you following? Okay. So how to do that? Now I'm going to use it. That is my requirement to display PYTH without using indexing and slicing. So how do you do? Then I have to plan. How many letters I am having in Python? 6. How many letters I want to print? 4. That is called out of 6 times. 4 times I want to display. Rest of the 2 times I don't want to display. That is called after 4 letters are coming. I want to break my loop to terminate. I want to terminate my loop execution. To terminate the execution of the loop, when certain condition is satisfied, I will use a break statement. I will use what statement? Break statement. Break statement is used for terminating the execution of the loop when certain condition is satisfied. So this loop is designed for how many letters to display? 6. But how many letters I want to display? So I definitely use what? Up to H I will display. When the O comes, I want to terminate. That is called a break. You may have a doubt. Sir, I have 2 O's are there. 2 O's. 1 O in the second letter, 1 O in the fourth letter. I want to take up to fourth letter only. I want to break. That example also I will tell you. So tell me, how do you do? I will do what? For another concept for a CH in S. Now I am going to write it. If CH double equal what? O. CH double equal to O. When the letter O comes into picture, what should I do? I need to say break. I need to say break. When you will apply the brake of your scooty or your car, when certain conditions satisfied. For everything you will brake, huh? No, no. Will you apply brake for every time? No. For example, morning I am coming through tank bund. Every day I will come to tank bund to my class. Ganesh celebrations are going on. They will bring to that. There, first time I see every year through all 27 years, I will come from the same way only. This year, some new setup they made. What is the setup? Statue is there. God Ganesh is there. There, actually, people will be there. All the youth like you will be there on the vehicle only. But this time what that youth has done, they came out of the vehicle and they are having masks. Which mask? Tiger mask, tiger, dog, crow ఇట్లా ఉంది అది నల్లగా. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వాట్? డాంకీ, chimpanzee, masks they are wearing. What they are doing by coming out? All passengers will go like us. Class I am coming. Somebody will go to office like that. So what they are doing? They are coming and making them to fear. Are we kids or what? Huh? They are suddenly coming and giving some jalak. Are we kids or what? And chimpanzee coming, tiger is coming, rat is not there, monkey is also there. So like that, I am also coming. I am not an exception. For me to fear, tiger came. A dog is barking like a dog only. The tiger also came roaring. He is roaring. They came to me and roaring. Are you real tiger? I said. What they are doing, I don't know. It's wasting their time. Time is very important. Python to learn, Java to learn, .NET to learn. They are wearing that mask and then doing 24, 25 years came. Huh? Doing that type of wasting their time. I asked him. He got very angry. If I have a stick, the dog is there, na, barking. I want to beat. Just see what is the actual meaning, what they are doing, students. If small kids are there, if dog is barking, the small kids will fear or not? They may fall down from vehicle when the parents are bringing. Why that unnecessary? Why I'm telling that is you don't do that activity when you are participating in celebrations. Will you do? Don't do anything which is disturbing others. It's not correct. What is the meaning? What they are doing? Totally wrong. So actually, I want to say you people don't know anything and wasting time of every passenger and barking like a dog and crow. You will be like that only. I want to say, but they are feeling like uh, different. Real, they are feeling like a tiger, like that. Anyhow, come to the point back. So don't do that. CH is equal to O and say break. Now I am writing here. Once this is satisfied, it will be executing. Once it is not equal to that, it will come to line of 13. There I will say what? What I will do? I'll print the value called CH or not? Print value called CH. CH is printed. CH is printed. At which line? Same line. Same line I am printing. Same line. You know how to print in the same line. Then I am writing which one also. Else also I am writing. Else also I am writing. Else part I am writing. See students. Here I am writing else. Here I am trying to say this line also. So try to observe the flow. Start the flow now, students, all of you. Carefully follow. What is the value of S? What is the value of S here? Python. Value of S is called Python. S is Python. Okay, mom. Start here, my dear students. What is the value of CH? Come on. P. P is equal to O. False. Go to which line? 13th line. What is the value printed? P. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of S next? Y. Y is equal to O. Go to which line? 13th line. What is the value printed? Y. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of CH? T. T is equal to O. False. Go to where? 13th line. What is the printed? T. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of CH? H. H is equal to O. Printed what? H. Go to where again? For loop. What is the value of CH? O. O is equal to O. True. True means what line? 12th. Break. Once you say break, it will not go to the loop. It will simply come out of the loop and execute the other statements in the program. It will not execute the corresponding else block. Else block will execute when the loop becomes false. But is the loop becoming false? out of 6 times, fourth time only it is terminating. So it is in the middle of the termination of the loop, it is coming out. That's why which block will not execute? Else block will not execute. Is it clear, ma? So this is clear about it. Is the flow is clear? Yes. Please run this code and see the output of it. PYTH. This line is there, na? I need to bring to the new line. For that, I will write here. If you want, two things are there, ma. One is called write \n. That this line will be printed in the next line. Next line. It is printed in the next line. Or you can say in place of that, to bring into the new line, print off, you say one empty print line, you write it. You see that this is coming like this or not? Here, which loop, which one is not coming? Else part is not coming. I think you are understanding the significance of what? Break. Online students, is it giving you good understanding? You can write here also which one, else also you can write. Else also you can write like that, but I don't want to waste my time of writing else over there. It is also giving you the same answer, but I don't want to write. I should be like a professional programmer. So I wrote like this. Online students, this is more clear about it. Done. Got it up? Same thing how to write by using while loop. I'm going to write it. While loop code, I'm going to write it. How to do the same thing by using while loop. So break statement example 2.py. Tell me how to do by break statement example 2.py. 2.py. There I will carry. There I will carry 2.py. So this is called a 2.py. There I am saying I am going to write it by using which loop? While loop. There I am going to write it I is equal to 0. There I am writing. Come on, already I said I less than len of s and I wrote it s of I. S of I. So I will write it here. I is equal to I plus 1. So that will execute. It is repeated for 5 times. Sixth time it is becoming false or not? Loop is becoming false. Else block is coming. Here also I want to write it. Same to same. I is equal to 0. I will write it here. What I will write it? While I less than len of what? Yes. Len of s. I wrote it. Then I will write it what? S of I is equal to S of I is equal to 0 కదమ్మా అది ఓ. మీరు జీరోలు హాఫ్ సర్కిల్ ఫుల్ సర్కిల్ చెప్తే మేమేం చెప్పాలి? జీరో నాది. అదే బాయ్ అయిండనుకు ఇప్పటికల్లా బయట పడిండేటోడు పోయి. సో ఎస్ ఆఫ్ ఐ, ఎస్ ఆఫ్ ఐ, ఐ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు వాట్? ఐ ప్లస్ 1. బాయ్స్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ 0 ఆర్ ఓ? సో this is O. So break S of I. You know how to understand this. So try to run this. I am from which loop? While loop. While loop. So try to execute. Now see students got the same answer by using while loop. Here I will change. Okay. So this is while loop. I will write it here while loop. Else part of while loop. So this is the output is coming. Else part is not coming here also. I think you are following me. So this is one example. O is there. That's why only that letters are printed. Using while loop, it is clear. Now I want to go for, sir, O is only one letter is there. More than one letter of same is available. How to do it, sir? Now I'm going to take it 3.py. Now I'm going to take it 3.py. There I will carry. The same example I will carry, ma. Here I am carrying it. There I am trying to write it. So here you try to eliminate, try to go. S is equal to Mississippi. Mississippi. This is my example 3.py. So by using for loop, it will print what? All the letters. All the letters will print or not? Yes. Else part also coming. Complete loop is there. After this letters are over, for loop becomes false, else part is coming. Today my requirement is to display MISS. MISS I want to display. I want to display MISS. How to display the value called MISS without using indexing and slicing? That is my concept. That means MISS. That means when second I is coming, I want to break. When first I coming, I don't want to break. When second I is coming, I need to break. So what is your signal says now? What is your logic says? I need to count how many i's are there. I need to say how many i's are there. How many i's? Letter I is available. Which letter place I need to stop it? Second letter I. I need to stop it. Shall we start? Yes. Now I'm going to write it. What is this now? S is equal to same only. I need to write for, come on, CH in where S. There I will write it. What is this now? There I am writing. If a CH double equal to I. If a CH double equal to I. If CH double equal to I. When I comes, I need to increment that counter. Yesterday I already said. How many i's are there? So many i's are there. 4 i's are there. 4, 4. But which I time I need to break it? So I need to keep a counter for I. So I'm going to take it. CTR is equal to 0. When the first time I is coming, I will say CTR is equal to CTR plus 1 counter. Last class I said how additive identity importance. Same thing. So I got my counter. Okay. Here I will write inside the if statement, I will write one more if statement. What is that if statement? If that counter is equal to 2, you incremented the counter. I will check. Is that CTR is equal to 2 now? Is that counter is 2? I will write one more if statement. CTR double equal to 2. If that is the case, I will do what? Break. I letter, counter. If that counter is 2, break it. If it is not, what I will do? See my indentation. For inner, if it is showing the indentation, there I don't want to. I want to go for. Suppose if I write inside of that, what I will write? If I write a CH, for example, end is equal to something like this. If I write it, it is a counter is not equal to 1, then only it will print. It won't print the other things. So see that is a wrong placement I wrote it. Wrong placement I wrote it. Else part of for loop I am writing here. Try to observe. So start the flow. What is the CTR value? If you don't tell the flow, it is no use at all. You need to. The main intention of telling these many levels is to go for the coding thoroughly. Tell me what is the value of CH? M. M is equal to I. False means where it is coming. Line number here 16th place. It is going to this place. Actually, M need to print or not, but M is not printing because you have written wrong placement of this CH. Actually, you need to write this line into which line? 16th line I need to write. Here I need to write it. Understand? Next, going to this place, what is the value coming? I. I is equal to I. True. What is the counter is equal to? 0 plus 1, 1. 1 is equal to 2. False means it is printing the 16th line which you have written. Only that I is printed. Going to the loop, yes. S is equal to I, not printing. It is not at all printing. Only the letter called I only printed. Only the letter I is printed. It is not printing. That's why it is not a correct statement to write it. It is a now correct statement to write. If it is not I, print it. Sir, if it is a counter is equal to 2, then only you break it. If it is not 2, it is coming to 16th line only. And I will write as usual. This break is there now. To bring the new line to that, I will write like this. Look at that. Here I am going to write it. MISS. Suppose if I don't write this entire logic, if I simply say what break and all, it will print only M will be printed. It is not going to print anything else. I think you understood the logic of what I wrote it. Online students, is it clear, mom? Bhaskar, can we use indexing here? What is here? Huh? What is this, Bhaskar? What I said? You please read out what I wrote here. Mr. Bhaskar 7385367947. Already I wrote there. Again asking, can we use indexing? So this, because of that only we will lose hopes on everybody. So coming to this point, are you understanding this? Right. Now I will go to how do you do the same thing by using while loop? I hope you understood. So you tell me, where do you increment that I values? Already I wrote there, don't use indexing. Again, when I use indexing, when I use slicing, what is that? Coming to this place. So coming to this place, 4.py. And what is this now? Start with what? While loop, while loop. So here I is equal to what? 0. There I am writing. While I should write I less than len of s, print of what? S of I, s of I is equal to what? I plus 1. Then looping one ending. If you come to this place also, same thing. I is equal to what? 0. There also same logic. While I less than what? len of s, len of s. This is the one I wrote it. Close. Here I am writing s of I is equal to, this is what I am writing, this one. I need to write what? S of I. S of I. This is the one I need to write. Any of that will not execute. Execute the logic. Same output will be coming here also. Yes. Danger output. This part, I did not increment which value? I value. So here I need to increment I value. I incremented I value. So we got MISS. Are you following? Yes. So I hope how to use break statement and while in both while loop as well as for loop. Now I want to show you one small concept for you regarding break statement. Let me go to that. I'm going to use transfer flow statements. I will use one break statement concept instead of writing it again. Come on, start with break is a keyword. Break must be used always inside of loops. Why? 1 minute. Why to use inside the loop? To terminate the loop in the middle of the execution. Break statement you cannot use without loops. If I use break statement without loops, you will get syntax error. So otherwise we get what? Syntax error. You go to the program once and you try to use break here. Try to use break here. Red underline will come. You will get break, syntax error, break outside the loop, give switch error, syntax giving pinpointing notes for you, syntax error. So I'm going to give you. Now purpose. The purpose of break statement is that to terminate the execution of the loop logically. Hold on. Why the word logically? Physically, logically. Logically means which statement I said? Modulu sys dot exit off. In the match case, sys dot exit I said. Where are you? Not listening. Not at all listening. Already he disturbed you. Again disturbing. Take your books. ఇక్కడ కూర్చో ఇక్కడ కూర్చో అంటే ఇక్కడ కూర్చో ఇక్కడికి రా కమ్ హియర్ చైర్ తీసుకోమ్మా చైర్ తీసుకో ఇక్కడ కూర్చో నా దగ్గర కూర్చో ఆడ నా దగ్గర కూర్చో నేను చేస్తాను నాకు లేదు ఇక్కడ కూర్చో అటు తిరుగు ఓకే చక్కగా తీసుకో రైట్ అది చాలా లక్కీ సీట్ దట్ ఈస్ హాట్ సీట్ దిస్ ఇస్ everybody will not come to hard seat, only VIPs will come to the hard seat. Very important person. Right. Now I am coming to this. Coming to the purpose of break statement is that to terminate the execution of the loop logically. Logically means what? Once you break it, it will come out and it will execute other statements. That is called logically coming out. What is physically? Once if I say exit, sys.exit, it won't execute other statement. That is called a physical termination. This is called logical termination. Important, very, very important. So loop logically, when certain condition is satisfied and PVM control comes out of corresponding loop and execute other statements in the program. When break statement takes place inside the loop, for loop or while loop, PVM will not execute corresponding else block because of loop not becoming false. It won't execute else block because in NASCAM test and all, they will ask these questions. They will give the piece of code, they will ask you the output. That time this is most useful. And but it executes what statements? Other statements in the program. Syntax number 1, for loop inside test condition. Syntax number 2, while test condition. Again break statement. Are you following? Clear or not clear? Clear. So now I will go to it. Online students, is this concept is clear? Respond. Respond. Now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further execution process. Now I will go to next example. These examples are already done. Now I am going to enter into the further. Open the notes. Write down. Why such a small notes? Doctor, it is like looking like a doctor book. Hmm? You prepared that book or somebody prepared? You only prepared. Customized, huh? It is because everybody notes is something bigger, but your notes is very small. You only prepared. Okay. So come to the point of it. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept a numerical integer value, which will accept a numerical integer value, which will accept a numerical integer value, which will accept a numerical integer value and decide whether it is prime or not, prime or not, decide whether it is prime or not. Excellence. Shall we start off? Right. Go to logic here. Prime or not, prime number or not. Do you know what is the prime number definition, student? A number is said to be prime if and only if it is divisible by 1 and itself. 1 and itself. That is called prime number. 4. Not prime. 9. 9. Huh? Not prime. 7. Prime. So 7 is prime. 7 is prime. Okay. How do you know that it is a prime? How do you know that it is a prime number? It is divisible by 1 and itself. 1 and itself. Right or not? Okay. 9 is a prima, not prima. 9 is also divisible by 1 and itself now. Right. That is nothing but any number you are deciding a prime or not. Don't check with 1 and that number. Don't check with 1 and that number. Check the numbers which are lying in middle. Check the numbers which are lying in the middle. What are the numbers lying in the middle, ma? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all. What are the numbers here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You check the numbers, that numbers only. Don't check with 1 and itself. Come on. Is 9 divisible by 2? No. Increment. Increment by what? 1. Increment by 1. Is 9 divisible by 3? Yes. Yes means would you like to check 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? What I should do? Break. Apply the break. Here, no indexing possible, no slicing possible. You have to compulsory use what? Break. Did you understand this mechanism? Understood? So did you understand the real meaning of break here? Yes. Next, 7. 7 is the prime. Where are you starting from? 2. Is 7 divisible by 2? Increment. Is 7 divisible by 3? Increment. Is 7 divisible by 4? No. Increment. Is 7 divisible by 5? No. Increment. Is 7 divisible by 6? Increment. 7. It reaches to the 7. So I can conclude that 7 is what? Prime. Clear or not clear? Right. So 9 is what? 9 is not prime. 9 is not prime. So when the number, any number is dividing other than 1 and itself, that is called not prime. If the number is not dividing with any of the numbers which are lying between 1 and that number at all dividing, that is known as prime. You got point there? One more example, for example. Decide whether it is a vowel word or not. Vowel word or not. Vowel word or not. Vowel word or not. What is the vowel word I am taking? Mango. Mango. Hmm. What is this now? Mango means any one of the letter in the word is a vowel, either capital or vowels or small vowels. That is called what? Vowel word. Otherwise, it is not a. First, start checking with what? M. Is it a vowel? No. Next, go to which letter? Is it a vowel? Yes. Is it necessary to check other letters? What you will do? Break. Did you understand the meaning of break? Yes. Now, I will go for the word called what? KVR. Is K is a vowel? No. Is V is a vowel? Is R is a vowel? So KVR is called which word? Not a vowel word. Did you understand? Like that. Did you understand the real meaning of break there? Yes. Now I'm going to enter into the further. Now I'm going to enter into this logic. Shall I start? Yes. Online students, did you understand the real meaning of this kind of concept? Let us go to the break statement example 5. 5.py. So py. Go to the 5.py. Online students, only Sai Kumar is responding. Others are not responding. Are you in somewhere else or what? Are you in Himalayas what? So, Rudra Prakash, Vaishnavi, next is called Kalyani. Only few people are responding. Sabir, Satya, Sumant, Pujita, Mohan Krishna, Sanjay. Now everybody is responding now. So it is not a absent, present. No, you need to respond whenever I ask. My dear student, be active all the times. Right. So statement example 5.py. So what should I do there? I need to accept a number. What is the number? Prime number starts from where? 2. 2, 2 onwards, prime number start. 1, 0, negative numbers, invalid inputs. Come on. N is equal to int of enter a number. Enter a number. Enter a number. Right or not? Next, what should I do? If n less than or equal to 1. If n less than or equal to 1. There I am going to write it. What is this now? Print of what? Is invalid input. Invalid input. Dot format of n. Dot format of n. What is this now? Else. Else. Yesterday, in my evening time, new batch started. There are a lot of working employees are there evening time. 6 p.m. means after the office, about to complete the office. A lot of test engineers are there. A lot of migration people are there from Java to this side. Many people are there. One person is there. Is want to switch over to the data scientist. He's saying, sir, I'm already having 10 years of experience. Of course, frankly speaking, I was I was already forget my coding standards, and I was one of the victim in layoffs. I was vacant from last 1 month onwards, and I want to switch over to the Python as where many opportunities are there wherever we go of it. Python is compulsory, they are asking. So I'm refreshing it. I want to learn it in deep of it. Up to that, it is okay for me. But one doubt I am having, sir, already ChatGPT is available. It is giving the complete code. It is giving the code for me. Then why should I learn these programming languages? That is a good question. Yes or no? ChatGPT is giving the code. Then why should I learn it? Then what is your answer? The first question, multiple answers are there. Multiple questions. First of all, ChatGPT is not a human intelligence what you are expecting as it is my requirement, exact requirement code will not come at all. That is 100%. 100% that code will not come to your requirement. Number one. And one day I will tell you, ChatGPT also will commit mistake. Ask the same question 20 times. Finally, it says, I don't understand your question, it will say. 100%. How to use ChatGPT? You have to learn how to give killer prompts. Killer prompt. Killer prompt, if you give the prompt, it has to be exactly suited. Exact. That is called a killer prompt. That is called prompt engineering, we can call. Are you getting me? So that is what the exact requirement in your company, exactly that code will not come to you. That is 100%. This I am not saying. The co-founder of Microsoft in one of the US based university, when they called for a guest, he said this: coding is only the weapon for you to make your intelligence to prove in companies as a freshers, as an any experienced programmer, to prove by yourself. To coding is only one. And don't think that ChatGPT can do for you. Don't think that. And it is there from so many days. And ChatGPT people are using nowadays. It won't give you exact code what is your requirement is. Then that was an exact answer. He also knows that, but he asked a question. I said that. But one more question: when that person was removed, why that person is removed actually? For example, TCS removed a lot of employees last 2 months back. Why they removed? The reason for it, I already said. I hope so for you. They were there. That number of employees who are there, 8 months on the bench. One of my relative is also there in that layoff. In the layoff, one of our relative is there. He said to me virtually, we are taking salary from 8 months without doing a single project. Going to the office, taking salary 80,000, 75,000, 90,000, like that, without salary for 8 months. And they said multiple times, upgrade by yourself to do the project which are coming in the company. Multiple times. These people, they know some technologies which is coming upcoming project. They don't know some other project. Definitely who don't know total full stack of that particular thing, definitely he cannot be taken into that project. So he will be kept on bench only for 8 months. And what company will do? If you are a CEO, will you take for 2 months, more than 2 months, will you give salary? Definitely will say, సర్దే మొత్తం ఉంటాం, సర్దేసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోమన్నా. So they say pink slip multiple times. And then still they did not change. They said, bye bye. They said. So he is that when that person I go ask that question, I am saying to him, if you are saying that ChatGPT, why don't you use ChatGPT to do your project in your company? Before layoff only you can use ChatGPT to do that project. Why they removed you? Correct or not? These layoffed people, they can use ChatGPT to do the project which is coming newly. Correct or not? So why they removed then? That's why coding is only the weapon for you to do something more and more to your career. Understand? That's why be blessed with the coding. That is my advice for you. So I will go to the further here. So of course, he was a experienced employee, is getting that. And he accepted it also. Yes, sir, exactly. If I know ChatGPT, I can use to implement my project. So that will not work out. Suppose PyCharm automatically when I am typing some code is coming. Is it exact code is coming up? No. Or by starting this ChatGPT PyCharm, I cannot ask. Already I said, give me the code for it. Means it won't give. Will it give? No. So you need to write compulsory what? Hmm. Coding compulsory. At least you should. When the code is there, something I should understand the code. And real-time maintenance project, you remember one thing. Already code is present, student. Already code is present. That code you have to understand. No? When I understand, then only I can do some modification. Without understanding coding, how can you do that? Correct or not? Yes. So let us coming to the point back. Online students need to understand this entire point. So, Sai Kumar, how to become more proficient in prompt engineering, sir? Please suggest. That's what I'm saying. To become any place to become more proficient, you must know coding. Why? Coding will give you sharp brain first of all. When sharp brain is there, you can talk very sharply. That is called sharp prompting you can give. When I know coding very deeply, I can put my requirement exactly to ChatGPT. That is called a killer prompt we can call. Killer prompt means exact prompt what I am expecting to my code. And moreover, I don't want to comment. It is suitable to all me, you, or every person. Our English is not suitable to the ChatGPT English. Your English is, or my English, or somebody's English is an international English. So, and your English, I will comment. Your English, if you use ChatGPT, ChatGPT will understand something different. So that's why you first be proficient in coding. Once you know coding, it is an answerable to multiple things. That is my advice. Okay, Sai Kumar. Now I will move to the further. Now I will move to the further. Tell me what should I do? Suppose else I want to write the prime logic. What it is giving? It is giving something. Is it useful to me? No. So if you don't know coding, you will copy that also. There is a problem or not? Tell me what should I do in else part? I will write the logic for prime number. Prime numbers need to start from where? 2. I should not check 1 and itself. 1 and itself I don't want to check. I will start checking from where? 2. 2 where? N minus 1. Is it a range of values or not? How do you take it? For I in range of what it is giving? 1 onwards. Is it a correct? No. Because it previously I used like that. It is giving as it is. It is wrong. So program to program it changes. So I will go to what? 2 comma n. N only. 2 comma n only. Whenever I write n, it will take n minus 1. N minus 1. If you write n minus 1, it will apply n minus 1 minus 1. If we say 5, it will take up to 3. Okay? Right. So I will write the logic. What should I do there? I will write if. What is my value here? N is there. And I am going to write what value also? I value also I need to write. Just I am printing the something for you. You try to observe students. Try to observe. I am writing just print. Print. Only for tracing purpose for you. So what is happening? Hmm? Okay. So execute. I am saying something like 5. What are the numbers? I want to check the 5 with 2, 5 with 3, 5 with 4, 5 with 1 no, 5 with 5 no. Are you following this? Now, I will say what next? ఇక్కడ కూడా రాస్తాను మళ్ళా. I will write it for your testing purpose only. What is that now? N percentage I. N percentage I am writing. N percentage I will print what? Reminders or not? Yes, I am saying 5. Is any of the remainder is called 0? So it is called prime, not prime. Prime. You say next. You say next. I'll say 9. 9. It is becoming what? So it is checking from where? 9 to this one. Once the number is dividing here only, what is the need of checking here? So I need to break it. Got it or not? Yes. How to do this? So I'm going to write. Tell me, if n percentage I is equal to 0, say what? Break. Once you say break, it is coming out of the loop or not? After coming out of the loop, I need to print what? I need to print is like this. I am writing dot format of what? I need to write what? Okay. Is what I will write? Not prime. For example, I will change this logic. I'm changing this logic. I'm not going to keep this logic. I'm not going to keep this. Just only sample. Trial run this is. So tell me, say 9. 9 is not prime. 9 is not prime. You say 6. 6 is not prime. 6 is not prime. You say the value called 4, 12. 12 is not prime. You say the value called 4. 4 is not prime. Okay. Not prime answer is correct. What about 5? Come on here. You trace out the logic also. 5, I am saying. Please look at the 5. For I in range of what? 2 to 5. 5 percentage 2 is equal to 0. Chapali miro. False. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of I? Muddulu. Come on. 3. 5 percentage 3 is equal to 0. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of I? 4. 5 percentage 4 is equal to 0. False. Go to where? For loop. What is the value of I? 5. Muddu. False. N is what? 5. 5 means stop. Come out of the loop. Execute what? What is printing? What is the statement you wrote earlier? It is printing. 5 is not prime is printing, which is a wrong answer. Which is a wrong answer. 5 is not prime, wrong answer. 7 is prime, wrong answer. Now 9 is 3 is prime, not, wrong answer. The 13 is I'm writing 13 is called what? Not prime, wrong answer. So it is giving answer for what? Primes only, not prime. Now what to do? That's why when remainder is 0, what I want to tell to the user? Prima, not prima. I will take one variable. I will write it what? Prime. Prime. When you come to my interview, answer all my questions. RES is equal to selected. I will keep one slip for you. In RES, I'll write what? Selected, and I'm closing the slip I'm giving and give to the outside people, I said. You are giving the slip to outside fellow, and outside fellow will open it, and you are having selected. They'll say, go to sit in the HR place. If it is not equal to 0, definitely 8th line will not execute. When 8th line is not executing, what is the RES? Modhu not prime. So result is either selected or not selected. Are you getting it? Tell me, start the flow. Start the flow. Now I will write it. Here I will write it. Print of, I'm writing n comma res. I will write it is, okay. I will write it now. Let us start that. What is the value I'm taking? 9. 9 this number? 9. What is the value I don't want to check with? 1 and 9. 1 and 9, no. That's why I planned what? 2 to what? 9. 2 to 9 means 2 to 8 only it will check. What is the value of I? 2. 9 percentage 2 is equal to 0. False. Go to which line? For loop only. What is the value of I? 3. 9 percentage 3 is equal to 0. True. Which line? Ninth line. What is an RES? Actually, original answer of RES. Now it is updated as what? What is the next? Break means come out of the loop or not. When you come out of the loop, line number 11. What is that? N. N is called 9. What is this now? Prime. 9 is not prime. 9 is, sorry students, this is not prime. This is called not prime. This is not prime. Remainder is 0 means not prime. So not prime is an answer is printed. Execute. So here I am saying 9. What is the 9? Not prime. For example, this now 5. What is that next? 5. Start with the 5 quickly. 5. 1 no. 5 no. What are the numbers available? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Start with the 2, 3, 4. What is the value starts with RES? Prime. What is the RES? Prime. What is the value of I? 2 to 5. 2 to 5 means 2 to 4. What is the value of 5% is 2 is equal to 0? False. Go to where? Go to where? Breaker. Breaker. మన వెహికల్ కు బ్రేక్స్ ఉండాలి. బ్రేక్స్ ఎట్లా అంటే ఎట్లా వేస్తే కింద పడతారు. బీ కేర్ఫుల్. ఎవరు చెప్పింది బ్రేక్ అని? ఎవరమ్మా చెప్పింది? ఆకాశవాణి అనుకుంటా బై నుంచి. కొద్దిగా మీరు సిన్సియర్ అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను ఇప్పుడు దాకా. యూఆర్ టాకింగ్ సంథింగ్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఐ? 3. 5% is 3 is equal to 0. False. Go to where again? Loop. Loop. What is the value of I? 4. 5% is 4 is equal to 0. False. Go to the for loop again. What is the for loop I value? False. Come out of this one. During the time, what is the RES value? Prime only. It is not at all enter into the line number 9 only. So run this. I will enter the value called what? 5. What is the value called 5? 5 is prime. Next you enter one more thing. 15. What is the 15? Not prime. What is the value you enter? 11. 11 is what? Prime. You enter the value called what? 7. 7 is prime. You enter the value called what? 13. 13 is prime. You enter the value called 14. 14 is called prime. You enter the value. You enter the value called what now? 51. 51. 51 is not prime. You enter the value called 53. 53. It is called what? Prime. Got it? You enter the value called 2. Simply 2. 2 is what? Prime. You enter the value called 1. 1 is called what? Invalid input. Are you getting? In further, in nested loops, when I go to that, list out the prime numbers within 10. List the prime numbers within 10. 2, 3, 5, 7. These are the prime numbers within 10. But I will explain in nested loops. Coming classes, nested loops is there. There I will explain. Are you following me? Right. I think online students, you got my logic about this break RES variable, how to take it. You got it, students? If you like, go to it. One more example you can apply like this now. Observe, students. Here I am writing. It is called what? 6.py. There I will carry the same mechanism in this place. Like this also you can do. 6.py. Program for, here I am writing. Program for accepting a number and decide whether it is prime or not. Prime or not. Decide whether it is prime or not. So this is the question I need to write in the previous. So students, got it? 6.py. There I will write, instead of this thing, you can take your own logic also. This is called a true. This is called a false. Means term. You can take it as a true. You can take it as a false. Boolean values also you can take it. Boolean values also you can take it. True. True. Prime. False. When remainder is 0. Remainder not 0. What is that? True. These are all called what? Decision making. If it is happened something, you are changing your decision. Initially you have one decision. If it's something happened, you are changing your decision, updating your decision. What you will do here? I will write it. Here you are writing. What I want to do? I want to print. How do you write it now? If RES, need not to write is equal to 0. If RES. What is that RES? If RES, what should I do? I will write. RES means what? True. If it is true, or actually you need to write is equal to true like this, as this PyCharm is giving. I don't want to go to this type of coding. True. Why I don't want to? Here I will write it. What is this now? Is. Is what? Prime. Is prime. Okay. What I will write next? Else. What is that? Not prime. Not prime. It is saying like this. Else. Not prime. It is a code I wrote. If it is RES is true, true is equal to true is equal to true. Substituting true, comparing true, it is equal to true. And the three activities are doing. So output is coming. Substituting false, false is equal to true comparison, becoming false, again it is coming to else part. Execute. Now see that 17. 17 is called what? Prime. 17 is called prime. You run this and say 18. 18 is what? Not prime. Are you following? This is called what? Too much time consuming process. నేనేం చేస్తాను ఇప్పుడు I will write simply called like this. చాట్ జీపీటీ కూడా అలా రాదు కదా. RES I will write it. What is that RES? Either a true or false will come. In place of RES, what is substituted? True. Directly true only taken. Not fetching, not comparing, result placing. No three activities. Directly if RES. True. What is that? Execute is a prime. If RES is false, if false, go to where else? This is another improvement to the existing code. Execute. So got it. Say 5. Say next is called 17 prime. Say the value called 9, not prime. Are you getting me? Next, I wrote how many lines? How many lines? 15 kada modulu. 4 lines I wrote it. But total lines I am not asking. This part. How many lines I wrote? 4 lines. I want to write it in single line. Single line I will write it. How do you write single? First 2 lines I will write. Later I will go to single line. How to start with the less lines of code with more meaning you plan. That is called genius. Are you genius? ఓ ఉంటే జీరో అంటారు, బ్రేక్ లేకుండా బ్రేక్ వేస్తారు మీరు. సో ఆర్ యూ ఫాలోయింగ్? టెల్ మీ. RES is equal to, I am writing there shorthand operator. I am using ternary operator. I am using RES. Else I am writing not prime. Beautiful. What is RES? True. True means what? If RES is false, go to else part and not prime. Print of n comma RES. Super. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఇక్కడ ఉండాల ఏంది, ఏముండాలి ఇక్కడ? తెలివి అనేది ఉండాలి ఇక్కడ. నీడ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ హియర్. ఇస్ ఇట్ దేర్? నాట్ లైక్ దట్. టెస్ట్ ఇట్. If you are not able to do, you come here. I have one weapon is there. I will check it. So go to that. Execute. I'll say here 23. 23 is what? Prime. Next is called what? 22. 22 is what? Not prime. Getting? Right. This is called one simple thing. Instead of this, instead of writing 2 lines, ఈ మొత్తం తీసుకొచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ రాస్తాను. In place of RES, so I am minimizing one variable. I am minimizing one variable. In the print statement only, I am writing ternary operator. Okay, super logic this is. So execute 5. 5 is prime. And 7. 7 is prime. Say 71. 71 is prime. Say 77. 77 is not prime. Say 101 prime. Say 102 is not prime. Ternary operator explained or not? But ఇక్కడ ఉందా? లేదు. ఇప్పుడు వాట్సాప్ 2 hands తో. That is what I am appreciating. Some of the girls keeping the bag like that, doing like that, not seeing what is going to be happening further. What is that? Vehicle is coming, somebody is coming, like this. One person fall down on the steps, like a ball came. boy, chat GPT. Chat GPT, what is using WhatsApp only. So, but bag, everything is rolling only on the steps. But mobile is like this. Mobile itla pattukunnadu. Mobile is like that. I seen that. What is typing that? Ekkadunnao. That is the word there. Ekkadunnao ante steps మీద ఉన్నాడు. He is there on the steps. I have to reply. Why are these things? Need to follow. So online students. So are you following this? Hmm. Oh, good. So these are all different type of logics. Can we do next? Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Online students, did you understand this res is equal to true, res is equal to false, not primo, this everything understood? Right. Fine. Write down. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will accept, which will accept, which will accept a word, which will accept a word and decide, which will accept a word and decide whether it is, which will accept a word and decide whether it is, whether it is, whether it is vowel word or not, vowel word or not, whether it is vowel word or not, vowel word or not. Break statement example 7.p1. Can I do with while loop or for loop? I will do one thing, you do with other thing, okay? So don't give everything to me only to do it. So you do something by yourself. So now I am going to write it. Accepting a word and decide whether it is vowel or not, vowel word or not, vowel word or not. So 7.p1. What should I do? Word is equal to input of enter a word. Enter a word. Got it. Next, already I typed this in one example I tested. That's why that is taking, because it was already trained. Already I wrote the code with that. That's why that code is coming by remembering. Right? Suppose if somebody did not use that, it will not come definitely. Correct? Tell me, what should I do? Next. If you look at like that, it will not type. Bring the first letter. Compare with A, E, I, O, U. Get the second letter. Compare with A, E, I, O, U. If any letter present in A, E, I, O, U, you break it and say it is a vowel word. Otherwise, you say it is not a vowel word. It is a logic to build in the brain. In English, you prepare and you implement using Python. How do you get letter by letter? By using for loop. If you want, you can do it. And if while loop I am using, I can use it. That is the while loop. I am writing I less than len of word I am writing. Len of word I am writing. If word of I. If word of I. In. Very good. In. List. Very good. A, E, I, O, U. Then how do you write it? Bracket. List bracket only. Remove list. Okay. Remove list like this. Separately. Separately. Like this. So my hands are paining. My hands are paining. Like this. Doing. My hands are paining. That is called unplanned program. I'm not saying that you will get answer. But why you struggle like that? Is that correct? But don't go to that Hard coding, don't go to that. What I'll do, if I'm a good student, I will do what? List of A, E, I, O, U. I'm converting string into list. మన ముద్దులకు ఏం రాదు. ముద్దబోలో list of A, E, I, O, U. Why you type open A quotes, hand spinning, smart coding. Are you following? If you want upper things to up, what is that? Upper off. Understand? Hmm. How do you do that? How do you do that? Like this you need to take. So here I will do what? Or dot. What is this now? Lower off. Why I am using? Because I am using what? Lower part of it. I am using lower of it. I am using word dot lower off. I hope you are getting me. Clear or not? If it is there, what is my RES is equal to? Result is equal to decision is equal to decision. Decision. Decision is equal to what? True. That is vowel word. Or if you want, I can write what? Vowel word. I can write what? Vowel word. And say what? Break. Break. If it is decision. Decision. This is called something like that. Now I will go to where? This place. Here I will write it. What is the decision here? Not vowel word. Not vowel word. That's all. Come out of that. Increment I value or not? Increment I value compulsory now. Initialization and everything. Print of that. Out of that is what? Is like this. Dot format of word comma decision. Understand? Easy or difficult now? Dead easy. Dead easy. So what is this now? Mango. So no problem. What is that? Vowel what? At which moment it is a mango? A time it is a mango is that. You go to this now. KVR I will go to it. What is this now? Not vowel word. Not vowel word. Something like what you know? Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum. Something I am typing. Something I am typing is vowel word. Why? Though I typed in capital, I am taking into lower. I wrote lower. Because whatever I said, daily you need to carry forward. That is your asset. The more you spend your knowledge, the more polishing you are. If you spend money daily, one day you will become poor. If you spend your subject daily, one day the day you become rich. That is called revising. Correct or not? So money spending important, subject spending important. Money spending you become poor. Subject spending become rich. Indirectly gives you money also. అంతే కదా. If you don't read at all, you will become poor. Homework is a homework చేయకుండా by giving up not only for that everybody. Oh, if I give some task, okay, not doing homework, leave it. At least when I explain some programs, you have to practice that. Without practicing, without doing homework, only if you come to the class by taking water bottle, bag వేసుకొని వచ్చేస్తే subject రాదు. We take bottle, water bottle, book, everything. If you come, nothing will come. So coming to the point back. So I'm going to come to the conclusion. So you have to listen the class. When I'm explaining, if you do your own activity, nothing will come. So you have to follow me. So I will move to the further class. Are you following this? Right. Right. Oh. Next step. Okay. So students, will stop my class. Tomorrow class I will go to which statement once again? Continue statement I will explain. Continue statement I will explain. That you try to go for it. And pass. Anyhow, you already used a pass keyword. You know pass? What is pass? What is pass? What is pass? Don't know. Say pass. What is pass? Pass. What is pass? What is pass? Pass is a keyword which instructs the Python interpreter and PVM not to execute indentation block. That is one answer. Another answer. Pass is a keyword which instructs the Python interpreter and PVM skip the indentation block. Another answer. Pass is a keyword which instructs the Python interpreter and PVM to bypass the indentation block. Pass keyword to be used after indentation symbol. Whenever I write pass, you should not write indentation block. That are the topic of pass. So I will show you pass keyword also once to you. So I will show you pass keyword once to you. So here I'm going to show pass keyword once. Here pass keyword also I will post it. Already we discussed pass. చదువుకోండి అందరూ. Pass is a keyword. The purpose of pass keyword is that to instruct the Python compiler, that is the Python interpreter and PVM in such a way that indentation block should not be executed. Or pass is a keyword used for bypassing or ignoring the indentation block. Pass is a keyword used for skipping the indentation block. Whenever we come across indentation symbol, if we don't write indentation block, then we must write pass. Otherwise, we get what? Indentation error. Already you have seen that. If condition time, while condition time I can write. For loop condition, indentation symbol I am writing. Match case time I can write. Case label time also I can write. Wherever indentation symbol is coming, I can write pass. See any topic you see, how crystal clear I am explaining. Explaining crystal clear or not? Hmm. Then you need to read how much committedly you need to read your notes while I am explaining something doing other activities. Not correct. Right or not? So already we have done lot of activities during our college time and etc. When Sar is explaining, we planned after the class where we need to go. Planned or not? Because of that planning only, today we don't know anything. That's why we need to utilize my sessions perfectly. After coming to the class, don't make noise in the class. Try to read out. Both of you talking today. Both of sessions. When you come, you need to open the notes. Talking unnecessarily is waste of time. You have to read the notes. Doubts are there, ask me. So many things you utilize. So, Bhaskar, pass a block of statement. If we say like that, they will say pass. If we say pass is a keyword which will pass the block of statements, means it is a always problem. Like what is security testing? It is used to test the security. What is performance testing? It is used to test the performance. If you tell like that, I will ask direct question. What is block box testing? You cannot say it is used to test the block box. That's why word based answers, if you say like your examination, how you wrote, we will not succeed. You have to give technical answers. Bhaskar, are you understanding? Right. So we have to say this answer like that. Remember that. Don't add your own spicy to my English. You are spicy, you keep it with you. You read my notes and memorize and tell in the interview point of view. Right. So I'll stop my class. Tomorrow class I will go forward. Continue statement I will explain. Thank you. Carry on. All the best. Online students, you hold on if you have any doubts. Online students, any more doubts? Do you have any more doubts? Suraj, sir, how can I get shortlisted in companies? So you cannot get it shortlisted in companies. So they will call you when you have good skill set in your resume. Once you have good skill set in your resume, then they will call you. They will call you for further rounds. So we need to have skill set first. So improve your skill set first. Complete your full stack Python skill set. Then you can apply for the companies. Okay, Suraj. So I'll upload these programs for you, students. Take care and don't miss the next class. Very, very important.